Shoot. Pac Manners. Who's Pac Manners in the cut? I used to play Miss Pac-Man constantly. That was my Super Turbo in college. I wasn't playing Street Fighter 2. I was playing Miss Pac-Man because the game is fire. All right. We're going to learn 4 lines in Korean today, okay? But before we do that, we need to know the English so we can get a little basket ready to fill in with all those Korean letters. I think I know the English, you know, but you can never be too sure. Let's open this bad boy up. Bum, 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 bum. Local traditions. Wait a second. SquidGame. We have a section called Local Traditions. What a coincidence. Ki-hoon, which I think is Ji-hun, possibly the way we say it. Shout outs to Ji-hun, my boy when I was young. Where you at, Ji-hun? He was very tan. He'd wear a tank top a lot too and just rip it. Ji-hun, where you at? I think it's Ki-hoon, but I believe when I put it in the translate it said Ji-hun. And my boy back in the day, his name was Ji-hun. Represent local traditions. So we got SquidGame, local traditions. And what does he say? The same thing he's been saying for the last 3 hours and 17 minutes and 15 seconds. Ki-hoon says, in my town, I could picture the kid going like this. He's on the flashcard. In my town, the game was called Squid. Because of the picture that resembles a squid, it was named. First of all, who talks like that? I sure don't. There's only 4 lines. In the Spanish, there were 5 lines. In the Russian, I think there were 5 lines. Why are there 4 lines? Why is this person talking so weird? Anyone in the chat know? You can chat your answer, and I'll give you exactly. Your time's up. The answer is that we teach these stories based on the language you want to learn. Are we here listening to SquidGame right now so that we can learn English? No. We're trying to learn Korean. So we get the true original Korean of SquidGame. We then break that up in terms of the grammar of Korean. So this has like an underlying Korean grammar structure in the English that we're seeing. So I've purposefully changed the English to look a little weird because it's following the grammatical structure of the Korean. It's pretty effing cool, yeah. And there's only 6 sections, where the other ones have 7 sections. But that's how it is. You can't, languages don't just translate both ways. It just doesn't work that way, almost ever. These 4 lines, I mean, I feel like I got them, but I'm going to take some tests. Notice no images on any of the sections, just section 1, because that's all we're up to. We're up to section 1. It's called Local Traditions, and here's the Korean up top. Jeongjeongdong. What the hell is that? I mean, brand new sounds. I'm already having a panic attack. So we got these 4 lines. All this Koreanness on top. Uli 동네에선. What? That means in my town? Uli 동네에선. Did you know that? Uli 동네에선. I don't know what I'm saying. I need help. This is too hard. I will ignore it. You know what? Get this Korean out of here. I'm deleting the Korean. See that? By closing off the mouth, that means all the Korean's gone, because that's just too intimidating. I want to make sure I know this English, okay? So we picked the games. I can even go to some 1-card games if I want. This first game, now we're still in the English mode. Local Traditions is just matching the image with the English. In my town, I know it's that one. This really helps the subconscious put the pieces together when it sees that same image on a Korean flashcard. Us. Bam. In the neighborhood. Bam. That's St. Mark's where I work. That picture. The game was called Squid. Called, because the phone la. That. Play. Google Play Store. Squid. It's probably the squid. Called. Telephone. Called. The thing. Because of the picture that resembles a squid. Squid. Like. These 2 are alike. Aya! Resemblance. These 2 resemble each other. Because. Question mark. Equal sign. It was named. I'm going to pick the name tag. Ji-hun. That's the guy. Ki-hoon. Squid. Painting. That's probably not the right. Attached. Look at boom, attached. Was the name. Aw, grave. Like. The game was called Squid. Called. Called. All right, let's see if there's any mnemonics. Okay, no mnemonics. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's see if we can really, really knock out multiple card game in English. Jihan says, in my town, the game was called Squid. I don't know what it was called in your town, but here it's called Squid. Because of the blank that resembles a squid. Because of the picture. A picture is held in a frame. A frame looks like the boundary of a court. I don't think that's meant to say picture. I think that's meant to be like a court or something. It was named, okay, in my town, the game was called Squid. Because of the picture that resembles, oh, maybe they do mean picture. What the hell? No, I think they mean court. The game was, it was called that. No, it was named that. The game was called Squid. Of the picture that resembles. Of the picture that resembles. I don't think it means picture. They want to say the pitch or the field. Pretty sure. Was called. Yeah, it was called Squid. The game was called. The game was called Squid. Was named. It was named. In my town. Of the picture that resembles the it's not the picture, it's the field, the pitch. In my town, the picture that resembles a squid. It was named. All right, let's kick this up a little more. Because of the picture, a little more difficult here. In my town, the game was called Squid. Because of the picture that resembles a squid. The game was called Squid because of the picture that resembles a squid. It was named. In my town, the game was called Squid. In my town, the game was called Squid because of the picture that resembles a squid. In my town, the game was called Squid. When it's only one, it's the name of the section. That's local traditions. In my town, the game was called Squid because of the picture that resembles a squid. In my town, the game was called Squid. Section name. Section name. In my town, the game was called Squid. In my town, the game was called Squid. In my town, local traditions. In my town, the game was called Squid because of the picture that resembles a squid. In my town, the game was called Squid because of the picture that resembles a squid. In my town, the game was called Squid because of the picture that resembles a squid. In my town, the game was called Squid because of the picture that resembles a squid. In my town, the game was called Squid because of the picture that resembles a squid. It was named. Because of the pitch, the court. You can change that. All right, let's go to 312, some scatter, make this a little more difficult. The game was called Squid. Jihan says, in my town, the game was called Squid. The game was called Squid. In my town, the game was called Squid. It was named. Because of the picture or field, pitch, resemble, no, because of the picture that resembles a squid. In my town, the game was called Squid Because of the picture that resembles a squid, it was named. The game was called Squid. Because of the picture that resembles a squid, it was named. Kiun says, in my town, because of the pitch that resembles a squid, the pitch or the court. In my town, the game was called Squid. Because of the pitch that resembles a squid, it was named. Kiwon says, in my town, the game was called Squid. Called Squid. The game was called Squid. The game was called Squid. The game was called Squid. So it's not the Squid Game, it's just Squid. All right, I'm nervous. I think I know this English. I've also been practicing a little bit. I'm putting the Korean back on. We're at SquidGame, local traditions, also known as Jeongjeongdong. I don't know. I'm just going to immerse myself into it. I know what this means already. Okay, if you're looking at the second line and you're like, Danny, you don't know Korean, okay? And I'm going to say, yeah, I do. Because the first line is, in my town, so the second line must mean the game was called Squid. And there's something in quotes. This ojingayo is in quotes. That must be squid, because squid, remember, when it was in English, was in quotes. The game was called Squid. Now the thing in quotes is a different position, but that must mean squid. This is what we're doing. We're figuring it out piece by piece. Because of the pitch that resembles a squid, it was called. So you see, this is one line. This is two sentences broken up into parts. This is sentence one, and these other are sentence two. In my town, the game was called Squid. Because of the picture that resembles a squid, it was named. This is one line. It just has a different word order we're seeing. We wouldn't normally speak English this way, but it does make sense. It's just a different way of structuring it. I'm going to go right into matching, which I normally do. Just immerse myself into whatever the hell this is. Do you understand? I did Pimsleur approach, which is all audio. I've learned no words from it. I tried it for many hours. None of it stuck. So I don't know any of these characters. But I do have the phonetic on top. We know that one is local tradition. You can tell by the picture, so duh. Jeongjeongdong. It's true. Don't just ignore that. Just ignore that. So this is insane. Do you not feel how crazy this is? With the images, we already know, because this is lago. That means called, right? Because there's a phone on it. Putin. Putin. That sounds like Putin. Like you know who. Oh, I was putting on. It clearly means attached, because you see those two are attached to each other. This is insane. I know this one is painting, because it's got that stupid thing. Gulim. 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 We're going to learn this alphabet like incidentally. It's going to be fire. Iomeotra. 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 That means, because it's a grave, was the name. Here was the name, you know? That's why I chose the grave graphic. Not to be dark, just to be clear. This one's got a phone, so we know already which one it is. And it's got the squid, this ojingeo, in quotes. Ojingo. Lago busde. Insanity. This one's a long sentence, so it just has to be this one. And this other one must mean because. 때문에. 때문에 means because. I mean, I'm gonna puke. Okay, we know this gulim means painting. Gulim. Gulim. This is obviously in my town. In my town is clearly this one. 우리 동네에선. 우리 동네에선. 우리 동네에선. This one was like. 마치. I just remember that from playing the image game. Called. I see a phone. But that can't be. Oh, this one has called. The game was called Squid. 불렀다. 불렀다. I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds like that to me. This is the kind of thing while you're playing, just make the sounds, okay? Normally people won't be listening to you. 동네에선. 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 That sounds like a T to me. 동네에선. That's got to be in the neighborhood. These two girls looking exactly the same. 닮은. That means resemblance. And this 불렀다. 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 I think that's you need to speak Korean. 불렀다. Oh yeah? Huh. Which one is that? Lineplex is letting me know about the LR is like the Spanish R. Huh. 불렀다. Which one is that? Is that you gotta I don't know any of the Korean writing at all. Lineplex is chiming in. I'm just guessing them. All of them. So yeah, I just don't know which symbol that is. Maybe you could just send me the symbol in the chat. So we just saw pulotra. Pulotra. Is that L? The pulotra. Called. We know uli 동네에선. uli 동네에선. uli 동네에선. Yeah, on the top you'll see I have the phonetics on top here. Don, but once Lineplex, once I have proper, when I get the real audio, I can change them, and then we try to get as close as possible. But yeah, you're right. You can't really like properly represent the sounds. It seems like the squid showing up twice here, but I don't know why. Let's go to Putin. Putin. Putin is so attached. Oh, no way. Like this one? Noride. Noride. Is that one? Like that one? Noride. That must mean play. Noride. Oh, I'm going to do so many mnemonics for this. That means because. And these both mean squid. Or. So when you look at these words, Lineplex is Korean. And he's in the chat right now. He's giving me a little bit of advice. If you look at all this Korean on the top, you're able to read and understand most of that, Lineplex? Like this first one, this noride. Oh, noride. Oh, that's so interesting. I see what you're saying. So this must be nor. And this is e. And this is re. This is like norire. I think that's what it's saying. Norire. Insanity. Am I getting that close to correct? I don't know any Korean. Keep that in mind. This is all subconscious. It's all like, it's all figuring it out backwards. Pulotra. 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 Is that ah? Pulotra. Kihun. Kihun. Ah, that's where the kihun. See, that's the N in hun. Kihun. It ends with that N. Lineplex is telling me. So kihun is Jihun. Orie. Ori. 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 Us. Pulotra. Pulotra. I feel like the. So that's. I feel like there's a. I have to do that to speak right. Pulotra. Pulotra. Is that crazy? Pulotra. Gulim. Gollum wants my painting. This one's got squid. Not in quotes. This one's got squid in quotes. Oh, shoot. I kind of understood something there. Because he said, oh, wait. No, because he said, why did I feel like I understood that for a second? Noride. I'll do one more matching. Because this is, what the F? Ujingo. Ujingo. Squid. Lago. Lago. Called. What? Butun ilium raba. That's got to be, it was named. Because it's a name tag. Temune. Temune. That's because. Well, I'm going to be adding so many good mnemonics on these. Good nolile. Ojingo. Lago bolos. Ojingo. Lago boyosa. Puliota. Puliota. It was called squid, alright? Ojingo. Ojingo. Lago. Puliota. I don't think that's what they're saying, but that's what I'm hearing, you know? You first just go based on what you're hearing, not what they're saying. Uli dongne san. Chiyang chung tong. I hear that. I hear that. Alright, we're going to exit this for a minute. Can we get any mnemonics at this point in time? Okay, we've got Ki-hoon, which I'm fine with. That's Jihan or whatever. I'm okay with that, actually. Ki and hoon, those are like not weird sounds for me. Ori. Ooh. Read it to us. Uri. So Uri means us. Tongnesan. I'm just going to change this. This sounds like a tongne. Tong. Tongnesan. Tongnesan. That means in the neighborhood. Look at that ne. Ne-san. Could that mean neighborhood? Ne-san? Nay. It's in the neighborhood. Now this is a technique where I don't have to remember Tung Nei-san. I just know that Nei is in there. Nei-san. It's like a horse and their kid. Nei-san. Tung Nei-san. Tung Nei-san. Ki-hoon says Ori. Uri. Uri. Uri Tung Nei-san. Uri Tung Nei-san. Uri Tung Nei-san. That's the first sentence. Uri Tung Nei-san. Do we know what we're saying? We have no fucking idea. Do we know the English? We sure do. In my town. It definitely means in my town. I don't know why you want me to tell you. Bam. How did I know that? Because we've been studying the English. Uri Tung Nei-san. Uri Tung Nei-san. Then we have ki. Norire. Norire. No. Ri. Re. And that means play? Norire. Does that mean play? If it doesn't, I'll change it. It does. Norire. 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 기놀이래. 기놀이래. 우중어. 우징어. 우 swing 찡. 우 swing. Oh, missed the squid. This is like, in my mind, somebody's trying to kill a squid, and so it's a swing and a miss. So they go, oh, swing, oh, ooh, swing, oh, missed the squid. Really weird. 우징어, 우, swing, oh. Very different than 우징어, but it's all good. I want to get the u and the ah right. 우징어, 우징어. 기놀이래 우징어 라고 불렀더라. Lago. Now lago means lake in Spanish. So lago, and this lago, what does it mean? Lago means called. Ah, el lago se llama así. El lago, lago means lake. The lake is called, you know, it's named this way. El lago se llama así. Lago means called. Pulotra. Pulotra. Let's listen to that on Google Translate real quick. Mr. Pulotra over here. Just want to hear it one more time, a little louder.
불렀다. 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 불렀다.
Pulotra. Let's see. Pulotra. What does it mean? Pulotra? Shit. That means called also? Called. Interesting. Lago Pulotra. They both mean called. Another Spanish one. I don't know why. Because otra. That otra. Pool otra. I just see the word pool like piscina, like pool that you jump and dive in. Otra. Another. Another pool with a different name. I kind of wrote in Spanish here. Pool otra. Ki norire. Ujingo lago pool otra. Ki norire ujingo lago pulotra. Listen, do I know what I'm saying? I certainly don't. Do I know it means the game was called Squid? I certainly do. I certainly do. Machi. Machismo is like so 80s. Because machismo is like, oh, that's a thing of the past. Hey, why are you being like that? Okay, my mnemonic didn't show up there, and it's freaking me out. Don't know why that happened. Machi. Weird. 우징어래. It's also squid. Tile. Tile moon. A tile moon. So in my mind, somebody's recreating an artistic version of the moon, and they're using tiles, like ceramic tiles. And someone looks at it and says, oh, that's a tile moon, a moon made of tiles. Tile moon. Such a resemblance like to the real thing, to the real moon. Tile moon. Gulim. Look that word up. Gulim.
그림, 그림, 그림.
That sounds like Kurim to me. I mean, what the hell? That's Kurim. I don't hear Gulim, I hear Kurim. Temune. That's what I hear. Temune.
때문에, 때문에.
Temune.
Still streaming?
Yeah, yo, what's good, man? I'm shooting Korean right now. You want to get a lesson in? Finally learn? Temune. That means because. I just learned that. Isn't that crazy? Temune. I'm doing SquidGame episode, the first scene.
This you?
Maybe, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. You still streaming?
Yo.
Yeah, we're gonna probably do another half an hour, 40 minutes.
Your water?
You guys can chill. You want to just? I'm sorry.
No, we'll be too loud because
Your
of
water?
that was my word.
Putin.
I think
That's definitely Putin. Yo, what's good, bro? Putin.
Oh, yeah.
Learning Korean. Trying to learn Korean.
Oh, I got a couch in
we're gonna go back to the phone.
붙음,
That's exactly sounds like Putin. Are we crazy here? That's literally Putin. So
You just want to.
Putin,
Poontang.
Putin, that's a sound, is so attached because, you know, he keeps calling me. I'm like, yo, bro, can you fucking give me some space? Putin is so what? Putin. He's so attached. Putin, attached. Was the name? Yo me otra. Sounds like Spanish. Yo me otra. Freaking Korean and Spanish are the same. Who knew?
이름이었다,
What?
이름이었다,
What? Lionplex, where are you at? I need help with this one.
이름이었다,
The
이름이었다,
hell?
이름이었다, 이름이었다.
Irme otra. I hear otra. I'm writing it. I don't care. Hear me otra vez. You know what I'm saying? Aya. You know what I'm saying? So I'm showing them like, so it shows me, and then this is what we're trying to learn on top, and this is me playing the app, and people can like follow along.
So you're,
I've got-
you're learning Korean live.
Correct.
Nice.
I just did the Russian I started with. Same story, same scene. Then I did the Spanish, but you know I already speak Spanish, but I kind of like take them through it. Then I did an English lesson for Enrique. Same scene, same exact words, but for him to learn the English.
Interesting.
And then me the Korean. So I'll do it every day for the 4 languages.
Wow. Holy shit.
So it should be cool.
You got a bunch of students?
At the moment, not a bunch. So I'm just pretty new,
Starting
but
out?
starting out.
How many you
Yeah.
got?
1.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
So,
how it starts, bro.
It's a start, you know. You just need 1.
It's
Yo.
good, dude. You're putting in work, though. It looks like you're putting in fucking work.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really trying to put the time in because it's like, yeah. I couldn't get my app on the Play Store, so this is the only place I can play it, and I don't know how to get it to people. So I'm like, yo, at least we'll play it together until I figure out
That's smart.
what went wrong.
And then you can keep fixing it, keep working on it.
Exactly. I'm really hoping to get the input from people, you know, all that stuff.
100%.
So this, we've done the matching. We've done the English, obviously, that's step 1. We've done the matching. We've done now trying to personalize the cards as much as possible. Does anyone know what this is? Uli Tongnei-san. Uli Tongnei-san. In my town. Uli Tongnei-san. I'm about to tell you something.
Or maybe
Vegan?
yeah, but like really good.
What is it?
I'm going to rewrite this one because that is not how I see it. I'm going to rewrite both of them.
Not weed, right? No.
Good luck to my
Uli Tongue. I should say tongue. Nei. Isan.
Yo, Macy's gonna be like, what, you trying to hook up with a Korean chick?
Damn, I want her to teach me Cantonese, but then she probably, you know.
Yeah, what are you trying to learn for? You don't need to learn?
Alright, go finish watching the game.
Jason needs to learn. Jason, ready? Repeat after me. Uli Tongnei Isan. Nice. That means in my town. What the fuck? Their K's and their G's are like interchangeable, I'm noticing. This is what's so dope when you don't actually get a lesson in the language and you're just sort of like, wait a second.
く
That's a K.
く
K. Yeah, he says K. Yeah, good lie, bro, because listen to this. That's a G sound. So it's not Ki, it's K. K. No rire. U jing o. Lago. And then that last word, which we're gonna learn, which is crazy. And it sounds like it begins with a P. Their B and their P's are similar, and their G and their K are seeming very similar right now. Just for my, I mean, I have heard that before. Let me not totally lie to you, but right now, like I've heard that linguistically, but now I'm experiencing it, like having my ear differentiate. Oh, nice. G if it's starting the word, K if it ends with it. Fire. Shut up. Lionplex in the cut. Yes. See, I knew it was something like that. That's G. So Lionplex is in the chat telling me that it's a K sound. G if it starts the word, K sound if it ends it. B if it starts the word, P sound if it ends it. Koreans fire. The F. Talmud. So this is machi. Ujing. Ujing. Something. I'm putting tile. Dalum? No, I messed up. Yeah. I thought this was tile moon. Oh, this is tile. Yo, Korean? Are you serious? Bop. Yo, let me read this. And that's 3 letters, right? That's B-A-P. Oh, so bop begins with B, ends in P. Bop. Sick. Iome otra. So I hear this as Putin, Iome otra. So I'm going to replace this as Putin. Hear me, Iome otra. We're going to get closer and closer every single time I go through this. You know, we're going to get it a little bit more, a little bit more. I'm going to pause on some personalization. I'm going to go through a simple test. 1 card flashcard test. Keep this simple because this is intense, okay? This is not easy. Uli tung nason. Duh, that means in my town. Uli tung nason. Duh. Give me something difficult. Kurim. Kurim. Gurim. Is that gurim? Because it's starting the word. Gurim. Painting. Why? Because there's a freaking painting in it, in the thing. Kurim. Painting. Kurim. Uli tong neisan. Uli tong neisan. Uli tong neisan. In my town. Lago. El lago se llama así. El lago se llama así. It's called. The lake is called. Ujingo. Ujingo. Putin. Putin is so attached. Seriously, it's like, yo, can you give me some space? Was a Cold War not enough? K. That. I know that from the image. I know that. I know K. Swing. Oh, and a miss. Okay, coding error where they're both squid and I clicked the wrong one. Annoying. Norire. It's a no-read day. Only play. K. K. Key. I can't even say. Key. Key. Lago. Lago. What? Square. Tile moon. It's called a tile moon. Swing and a miss. You freaking both of them would say squid. Machismo is like from the 80s. Putin should be more like Putin. Oh yeah, because you're saying it's the first one, right? Putin. You're right, you're right. Putin is so attached. I'm gonna say it wrong for a while. Like for a long while. Tungnei-san. I know Nei is in neighborhood. Tungnei-san. Huh. That tongue again. Jiong. Jiong Jong Tong. Tough words. Lago. Urire. Oh no. Uri. Read it to us. Just Uri. Uli Tongnei-san. In my town. Chiyuk. Which one's that? Talmun. No. This is Temune. Temune. Chiyok. Uli Tongnei-san. Lago. Come on, there was harder ones than this. Be careful what you ask for. Ku no rire. That means play. That game, Squid, called. Kurire. I know these words. That game is called Squid. Yes. Uri to us. Ujingo. Yo, bro, ask me some of the words I don't know the answer to. What the F? You're being a little BA. Yeah, we answered the Putin one already. Yo, there's mad other words. Here we are. Hear me otra vez. I was like... Io me otra. Cream. Oh yeah, why don't you ask me that again? Putting in some more time. Putin io me otra. Attached. It was named. Attached the name or something like that. Who knows? Uli Tongnei-san, you're actually really starting to piss me off with this asking me the same freaking question over and over again. Whoever programmed this learned coding in 1995. What a dumbass. Bro, seriously pissing me off. Jiong Chung Tong. How the hell would I know? It's that one. Kihun. I know that one. It's this one. The tile moon. I'm just guessing. Machismo is like so 80s. Machi means like. That machi. I just saw that one. Machi. 지용 정통. I don't know. 우리. 우리 means us. 우리. This is Putin. 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 This one that looks like an L on the bottom, this right here, that's an N. Right? Because this is Talmun. Fawakata. Damn it! Oh, I knew it. They both ended with an N. Talmun ends with an N. See, Talmun. Boom. See, that's an N. Machi. He starts with machismo. Aya. That one. I'm just guessing. 키우디레. 쿠디레. 오징어라고 불렀다. I feel like that's the one. I don't know what's happening. That one. Yo! Are you serious? Machi. It's that one because the square is an M. Is a square an M? Is a square an M? Putin. Sick. Putin. Yes. Machi. Let's need the square. Machismo is like so 1980s. Tile moon. It's that one. Yo. 우리 동네에선. 아야. I don't know what that is. 붙인 이름이었다. I thought the P was that one. 동네에선. That ends in an N for sure. Ah, yeah, that one ends in an N also. Damn it. Oh. Bam. 우징어. 불렀다. 어때? Crazy. Lago. It's gotta be short. Aya! Talmoon. We know it's that one. Look, that looks like number 20. Craziness out here. Tenmune. That's like... I was like? No, I was named? No. Temune. Shit. Yo, how did I get that right? Aya. Alright, let's take a quick break from this because it's hurting my brain. Yo, we made some money? What are we looking at right here? 5, no coins. That means I can make 5 new flashcards if I want. Up to 40 cards to add a new story. 40 coins to add a new story. 5 ain't bad. I kind of want to do a little more matching. This just... it's craziness. 우리 동네에선 그 놀이를 우징어라고 불렸어. 불렀다. I want to get that word on its own. This one, this pulotra, come on. Hey, come on. Let me get a little insight into this.
불렀다.
I mean, that's pulotra. I mean, what do you want from me? Pulotra. It's almost like pull. Pulotra. Lago, pulotra. 우징어, 라고, 불렀다. 그 놀이를 우징어, 라고, 불렀다. I'm just putting por otra, okay? Putting some straight up. Yeah, I feel like this ujingo, like this one they're getting crazy with. It doesn't have to be all that crazy. I think I wrote it just a little crazy.
오징어를 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 오징어를
Ojingare. It's o-jing are. Hear this full sentence. I'm just like really personalizing here. I gotta go to more games, but I gotta personalize it a little bit more because it's just a lot
마치
of new
오징어를
stuff.
닮은 그림
마치
때문에
오징어
마치 오징어를 닮은 그림 때문에
오징어
마치 오징어를 닮은 그림
오징어를-
때문에 마치 오징어를 닮은 그림 때문에
아루
마치 오징어를 닮은 그림 때문에
그림 때문에 그림 마치 오징 오징 마치 오징 마치 오징 아래 닮은 그림 때문에 because of the picture that resembles a squid it was named. 아야
붙은 이름이었다. 붙은 이름이었다. 붙은 이름이었다.
이름이었다. What the hell? 붙은 이름이었다. Insanity. Okay? Gonna do about 20 more minutes on this. I'm gonna get it. I need more games. Personalization's been great, but we need to up it. Kihunore. When does he say ore? Because it's uli. Tungnesan. 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. 마치 오징어를 닮은 그림 때문에 attached it was called. Attached the name. 붙은 이어메었다. 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. 기한 우리 동네에선 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. 큰 어리래 오징어. 우리 동네에선 큰 어리래 오징어라고 불렀더라. 마치 어징 아래 닮은 그림 때문에. 오이씨. tough. 마치 because 어징 아래 the squid tile moon resembles the court because crazy grammar. No, like, this is like a squid because like a squid because the field like a 마치 우징 아래 talmun 그림 때문에 putin 이오메 otra 우리 동네에선 그 놀이래 오징어라고 불렀더라. 그 놀이래 오징어 마치 오징어 아래 닮은 그림 때문에 닮은 그림 때문에 마치 오징어 아래 닮은 it's like 우리 동네에선 그 놀이래 오징어 우리 동네에선 putin 이오메 otra putin crazy 마치 오징어 아래 닮은 look at this sentence for a little bit before I go back in there. So this sentence is like a squid. This because is probably why as well. Let me just look that word up, see if it means both. Just because. So these lines we're looking at here, we've got, in my town the game was called Squid. That's it, that's one sentence, this one's done. Because of the picture that resembles a squid, because of the pitch or the field that resembles, oh, it's a picture, I guess, that resembles a squid, it was named. So because, no, like a squid resembled the painting. This because has a slightly different translation in English. I would say due to, no, and this is why it was named, you know? So definitely same word, makes sense. Starna, putin iore otra putin iome otra Kihun says Jihun 그 놀이래 오징어 그 놀이래 오징어 no 마치 오징어래 마치 오징어 아래 붙은 이오메 otra 기혼 우리 동네에선 오징어 아래 마치 오징어 아래 닮은 그림 때문에 오징어래 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. Squid resembles. Squid called. 오징어래 담은 그림. 오징어래 담은 그림. 때문에 마치 오징어래 담은 그림 때문에 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. 마치 오징어래 담은 그림 때문에 붙은 이름이었다. All right, let's do some scatter. This is tough. We're gonna need some time for this to marinate because this is very tijalo, очень tijalo, which means very difficult in Russian. Muy difícil. So this is out of order, and we all know it's 마치 오징어래 닮은 그림 때문에 그림 붙은 이름이었다. 마치 오징어래 닮은 그림 때문에. Do you think I know what I'm saying? I do not but my subconscious is going to so take this over. 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. 기현 says 우리 동네에선 우리 동네에선 그 오징어 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. 마치 오징어를 닮은 그림 때문에 붙은 이름이었다. 이름이었다. 기훈 says 우리 동네에선 I never studied the Russian alphabet, so I don't learn the alphabets. These techniques, we just do the stories, and you just learn it. I don't know how long it took. Lineplex is asking me in the chat, how long did it take me to learn the Russian alphabet? I never studied it. Now, full disclosure, I was in a fraternity in college. We had to learn the Greek alphabet, which the Russians use pretty much the same alphabet, the Cyrillic characters. So I already knew them to a certain extent, so I had a big leg up. But this technique, there was tons of letters I didn't know, but you figure it out. The same way that I started figuring out what an N is in this, what that a square was M. You just do it by deduction. And by using deduction skills for language, that's really more of a subconscious technique, and that's the more powerful technique when it comes to language learning. So I don't have the exact answer on you there, but we're going to see how long it takes me to learn the Korean alphabet, because I don't know the Korean alphabet whatsoever. And I will not take lessons on the Korean alphabet. I will not study Korean outside of this stream. I will, as I told you, back in the Tomas days, we're talking 10 years ago. When was that? Less than 10 years ago. I did Pimsleur approach for Korean. I did the thing twice. It was mad hours just listening. I didn't learn anything. And I didn't see the characters because it was all audio. So we will see how long it takes me by following this stream. This is my first hour of Korean. Let's see if it takes till the 10th hour. I think by the 10th hour for sure, I'm going to know the whole alphabet, if not sooner. So norire, I'm not even looking at the characters. That's for like lesson 2 and 3. I'm just paying attention to 1 or 2. If I could pick up 2 or 3 characters in one day, that's great. After 10 lessons, I'll have the whole alphabet for sure. But again, I'm trying to rely on my subconscious to pick up most of this information. This is out of order, and everyone knows it's 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. Duh, it's 마치 오징어 아래 닮은 그림 때문에 기훈 says 우리 동네에선 shit. Consistently, I will consistently know the Korean alphabet probably before I consistently do cross up short, down jab, crouching jab, super. I think the Korean alphabet will probably come sooner because crouching jab into super. It's a close run. Lineplex question is great. It's a great question. I know Putin, yo me otra. The alphabet's going to be a piece of cake. Not that down jab into super is so hard. It's just I'm too bodega knowledge out right now. I got to do now. Lineplex is bringing on Street Fighter. I don't throw enough. I don't back fist enough. I don't cross up the right way. I don't do roundhouse standing fierce flash kick, and I don't do these cheesy cross ups into super. I mean, these are at least five things holding me back, and I get reminded by watching the GOAT, Senor Marsgatti, and he's just like doing super. He's like, he did the Sonic Boom into super. Did you see that Lineplex with the jump in? Freaking, he's a beast. These are lines out of order. Everyone knows in my town, in my town, the game was called Squid. The game. Kunorire, the game. Ujingo, Squid, was called. So the game Squid was called. It's kind of like reverse order. That's here right here. Kunorire, Ujingo, Lago, Pulotra. It was called that because the field was in the shape of a squid. It was called that. Now this is again the grammar in the Koreans all mixed up compared to ours. So it's more like because the squid picture was similar is why we called it that. So they just switch it up. They switch it up. 우리 동네에선 붙은 이름이 없더라. 우리 동네에선 그 놀이를 우징어라고 불렀더라. 마치 오징어를 닮은 그림 때문에 붙은 이름이 없더라. Sick. Craziness. Yo, let's see what this looks like in Korean. We're gonna do the English, one quick play. We're gonna do, just to make sure that no one's forgotten. How you could forget the English at this point would be almost impossible. We're just taking a quick, this is my excuse to just let all that marinate.
Like a squid.
So, pretty fire. I love it. You want me to read this to you? I mean, fuck it. This is all Korean. Okay, let's get rid of the top line so I can't cheat. So here, I mean, I got no clue. This is like, to be honest, it wasn't coming up enough for my test. Local traditions. I didn't even have a mnemonic for it. It's like a Jeong something. I don't know what it is. So I have to learn the name of the section. That's super important. I know it's local tradition, so that still helps with the chunking. This one is Kihun, Jihan. Uri. I'm so nervous. Uri Kihan. Uri 동네에선 그 우리를 우징어 라고 불렀더라. 마치 우징어를 닮은 그림 때문에 붙인 이름이 없더라. Something like that, yo. It's something like that, okay? Am I reading the Korean? I'm not. I'm just going from the memory. I don't know what these letters mean. I know machi, this is an M. So maybe the one after is an A. This is maybe machi. Maybe the line up is just an I. That could be machi right here. Machi. I only know the M. Machi. U jing are. And this is Talmun. Ends with an N. See? Talmun. So it's Tilmon. Something like that. Talmun. So it's doing something. Gurim. So this is like a K or G, just like we see that one, the K, the G. Gurim. Temune. So it's gonna definitely absorb. Uri. Tung. Uri 동네이선. 우리 동네이선. 그 놀이래. 우징어. 라고. 불렀다. 마치 우징아래 닮은 그림 때문에 붙인 me otra. Algo así. Algo así. Poco a poco estamos aprendiendo coreano. Little by little we're learning Korean. You know, this is awesome. I'm going to make videos of all of these. Like, what would be dope would be like, do I remember the Spanish, the English, the Korean? Like, the Russian was like, in my city, he was like, v mojem goradia eta. Okay? Come on. Just because I'm doing the Korean now doesn't mean I forgot that. You know what I'm saying? So, squid, kalmara. Okay? Igra v kalmara, SquidGame in Russian. I made it sound Italian, but don't worry, I'm working on the accent. Korean is fire. This is my first official lesson in Korean. Keep in mind, I did do an audio Pimsleur. Oh, I burped. Audio Pimsleur approach many years ago. It was all audio, and in my opinion, I learned zero Korean, but who knows if there's some in my subconscious. I could tell you I don't know any words. I feel like this is the first time I'm learning words. There might be a few words here and there I might know. You know, then when I do see them, I'll let you all know. For sure, I'll do the playlist. I'm going to separate into categories as well on Twitch. I'll do highlights to separate by language, and I'll separate these videos and highlights on my YouTube channel, also Mr. Carabano. So if you want to learn English, Spanish, Russian, Korean, there'll be separate channels for everyone. I'm super hyped to continue this. This is just the one of 7 or 6 sections of the first scene. Okay, that's going to take us the whole week. After this, we're not doing the whole episode 1. We're just doing the first and the last scene. The first scene is explaining SquidGame, and the last scene is red light, green light, which is going to be crazy. So for the next 2-3 weeks, we're focusing on episode 1 until we get it really locked down. And if, of course, you know, if you want to enjoy these episodes on your own, watch them before the class time happens. soon. Peace.